Hi guys, this is going to be an introduction to flexibility. Before I get into some more stretches and some more videos on how to do things with your body and contorting and all that kind of cool stuff, I want to kind of go over some steps with y'all on how y'all should really treat your body before you really get into all your stretches. Now, the main thing that is quite obvious, but I'm going to go over with y'all, is to stretch when you do want, a part of your body to be more flexible than it already is. Now, and the reason that we stretch before that is because the more you stretch, the more your muscles will be used to moving in another way, like when you do the splits, or when you do any other type of leg stretches, it will be easier because every day you get further and further into it. And the reason because you do is because you're working those tendons and those muscles and the cartilage, and you're getting them more flexible, more bendy. And the main thing you want to do before you stretch really is to warm up. The reason you warm up is because the warmer your muscles are, the better it is. And that also helps you with your breathing, because when you another way to get, your muscles more flexy and bendy is to know when to inhale and exhale, because when you're doing a stretch that is very, very tense and then it's relieved, the tense part you want to breathe in, and the relieving part you want to breathe out, because it's like when you're hurt, they tell you inhale and exhale, quite often, because that kind of relieves that pain. Well, when you're in that stretch, if you're going down your splits and you find the limit to where you can go, when you're going down, you want to hold it there, and that will kind of hurt a little bit, holding your weight up and trying to hold a stretch that you're not able to do. You want to breathe in, and you want to take deep breaths in, and then when you're relieving it, or if you're getting to where it doesn't hurt anymore, you want to breathe out. And that helps your body flow. It also helps your tendons and your muscles. That helps them to get more relaxed. It's to relax them. Another thing you want to do is, after you exercise, you want to get some water, you want to stay hydrated, you want to get that flowing through your body, because that'll also help with your breathing. And always know to drink water after you're done with your stretch and before you do your stretch. And make sure you have maybe 1 or 2 bottles on you, because you're going to get hot. And another thing is I have my fan, and I always turn it on because I get kind of hot. But don't put it on high or medium, just put it on low, and if it does get too hot, you need to rest. That's one of the most key parts of stretching, is resting, because if you do like a back bend and some splits and stuff like that, you want to rest and then go on to something else. Or repeat the stretches every other day or every day, because if you keep doing like stretches for the straddle splits, or for your for your middle splits, your right splits or left splits, you might just want to do those one day and then go as far as you can in the splits, hold it, and then go into another stretch, because the more you stretch for one particular pose, the more it will help for another pose. That's why you do all your stretches before you do all your poses. But you also want to make sure before you do that pose, you want to hold it, stretch it out. So that's a basic introduction, and I will show you some things you can do. Some examples. I'm wearing jeans right now, but it doesn't matter, not that tight. So let's say you want to get into your bow and arrow. The first thing you want to do is, after you do your exercising and get your water, don't drink any sodas, nothing like that. drink your water, and then get into your pose. After you do your stretches, you just want to see how far you can go in the pose. So kind of when you're doing your bow and arrow, what I do, when I lift it up at first, you see this is the back of my leg. And then when I hold it over, I turn my knee toward my head so I can get it closer to me. Because if it's like this, it's going to bend. So you want to turn your leg and have your foot over your head like this. Like your toes are right here, and this is the top of your foot, and it's over your head. So that's what you want to do. I couldn't really do it too good in these jeans. I could do it better if I had like my yoga pants on or something. But that's like what you want to do. You want to see how far you can go. And then you want to put your leg down and do some more stretches that kind of involve that. So
my father made me take the blame.
So that's pretty much what you want to do with that. That's why I'm distracted by this movie. But yeah, that's the basic intro to flexibility. So I'll go over the steps with you, so it's kind of easier. Let me sum it up a little bit. So get your water, start exercising, warm up your muscles, and drink as much water as you can, which helps with breathing. Stretch the proper stretches for your any of your poses, and then make sure that you try the pose first, and then do your stretches, and then try it again, and do it multiple times. With the bow and arrow, if you're going to stand up, do kicks. Like kick your leg up and grab it and pull it toward you. And the more you do those kicks, that will kind of work your thigh area, and that will help stretch that out and warm them up too. And they'll become more tender, and they'll become more stretchy and bendy. And every day that you do that, and one thing I forgot to mention, that kind of reminded me, make a routine out of it. Make a few, or kind of like me in the beginning when I started, I kind of wrote down like, okay, do this kind of stretch, like a pike stretch, or one-legged pike, or whatever, stuff like that, and then get into that routine where you don't really have to look at paper anymore, you just kind of know it. So that, and then when you're done with your pose, doing another one, like a scorpion or anything standing and involving your legs, you want to do kicks. So after you know your limits to your pose, and you hold it for about 30 seconds, do your breathing, tense stretches, breathe in, relieving that stretch, breathe out, and it just flows through your body. And that'll also help. Make sure you drink that water too. So that's basic intro to, your flexibility and how to really tell how far you can go and how to get further. So that is pretty much it for this intro, and I will be doing some more stretches and stuff to help you gain your flexibility, because that is my goal. So I will see y'all in the next video. Have a great day.